Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zhang here, and today I'm back with another episode of Road to Rank where I climb the online VGC 20 ladder and provide live commentary as I go. I'm finally back from Australia. I was there for the last week and a half, and I was obviously commentating the International Championships there, so hopefully some of you guys were able to tune into the tournament. Question of the day, I'm curious if you did watch that tournament. What did you think about the stream? What did you think about the matches, the teams? Let me all know in the comments below. For the next couple of days, I think I'm just going to cycle through a couple of teams from Australia, and then March 1st is when the new rule set starts, which of course adds in Pokemon like Incineroar, Venusaur, Blastoise, and a bunch of new Gigantamax Pokemon as well. So, building some new teams for the format switch specifically, and we only have 4 days left before the format switches. So, yeah, for the first team today, I wanted to try out the team that Marco in the Masters Division used to win the entire tournament. You can check out his Twitter in the description below, and of course, if you want to try out this team, it is a rental team as well. There's nothing too crazy here, but it's got some neat stuff like Assault Vest Body Press Duraludon, Dark Pulse Rotom, of course Choice Scarf Dracovish, and Sylveon. So yeah, I'm excited to just try it out, and of course congratulations to Marco for winning the entire tournament. His play really impressed me, especially in the finals, and he had a really dominant run throughout the entire tournament. I think he went he was 12-2 going into the top 8 and then won all the top 8. So he had a phenomenal record throughout the entire tournament, and his play, especially in the finals, I thought was really impressive. So yeah, excited to just play some games, and it's good to be back. My apologies because I did miss out on a couple of daily uploads in the last couple of days, and that's for a couple of reasons. I didn't get to record like an episode for every day that I was gone. I got back yesterday, but I had some work that I needed to catch up on, plus I've been feeling a little bit under the weather, so yeah, but excited to play some more games, and it's good to see you guys again. Wow, okay, we've got a Meowstic and an Escavalier and a Lapras for the first game today, so that's definitely all interesting. Meowstic is scary. It's definitely scary. What do I want to go with here? Win Duraludon, like the classic lead, honestly doesn't seem too bad here, especially with Fake Tier support. Lapras concerns me. I kind of want Conkeldurr, but Conkeldurr looks pretty bad across the board here. I don't know. It doesn't match up too well against Togekiss and Meowstic if Meowstic carries Psychic, which it normally does. I'm thinking maybe Sylveon and Rotom, actually. Sylveon has a better matchup against Dragapult. I can Yawn, Hyper Voice to solid damage. And Rotom gives me a good answer against the Escavalier. Alright, let's go with that. I'm not super confident bringing Dracovish in this matchup because of Togekiss and because of Lapras. I can't really touch Lapras other than Rock Slide, but it can knock us out with the Freeze Stride. So, yeah. We're just going to get into it. And excuse me if I sound kind of ill these next couple of days. I've been lucky enough to not get sick for like a year, and I think it's finally catching up to me. Okay, it's going to be Meowstic and Togekiss. This actually isn't too bad. I'm expecting Fake Out, Dynamax, Max Airstream into Whimsicott. I'm going to protect the Whimsicott here, and I think it's worth Dynamaxing here. We don't get anything from the boost, though. But knocking out Togekiss early on is still good, I think. Yeah, I'm going to Dynamax and Max Steel Spike. I'm expecting Fake Out, Air Slash, or Fake Out, Max Airstream into Togekiss, but it totally could be like Thunder Wave and Max Airstream or Thunder Wave. Or actually switches out, which is interesting. Is that a Escavalier? Alright, that's cool. Not a Pokemon I've really gone up against before. So, that is going to be interesting. Meowstic gets a lot of, good attacks now with Prankster. You can Fake Out, you can Thunder Wave, you can set up screens, even run a Light Play variant. I wonder if Escavalier Dynamaxes this game, man. I honestly might. That's a nice play by my opponent. You did go for the Fake Out. Okay. Well, we conserve our Sash, which is nice. What this means is next turn we can go for Fake Tears and something, but sometimes Whimsicott is Focus Sashed, so it might be better just to actually Moonblast the Meowstic and Max Wormwind to pick up a knockout and get the attack decrease onto the Escavalier. I think I like that play. Yeah. We do have Rotom, which obviously has an excellent matchup against everything my opponent's brought out so far, so that makes me feel good. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to bring it. I thought otherwise the Escavalier could actually pose as a really big threat. Now, Escavalier could Dynamax, but you're going to be slower than me. You're going to, click Max Steel Spike into Whimsicott or Max Quake into Duraludon, neither which I think are too much of a problem. Once we stop the Dynamax, Rotom just cleanly sweeps it. So, yeah. Worried about a Thunder Wave from the... He's actually going to swap out the Escavalier. Okay. Back out into Togekiss. I don't mind that. I expect a Thunder Wave here, but doesn't look like it. We'll get the Moonblast off. Is Max Wormwing going to KO that? It will be close. I think it should, right? Yeah, it should get the knockout. Nice. Alright, this has gone, like, perfectly so far, honestly, all things considered. Meowstic Togekiss is kind of a surprising lead, especially given that my opponent did Dynamax Togekiss turn 1 and went for the Fake Out. I feel like Fake Out Max Airstream there is a solid play. And I had the play to get around that, which was Protect, but, yeah. Okay. I mean, this is a super free Fake Tears, Max Steel Spike, and a Togekiss. Let's just go for that. One thing you guys should note is that Protect is more often on Togekiss now. I've seen a lot of Protects on Togekisses from top players at the Australia International Championships. The main reason that's such a good move is because no one ever expects it. Now people expect it, but going into that tournament, it was like, oh, Togekiss almost always runs, Dazzling, Air Slash, Heat Wave, a combination of those, Flamethrower, and then some support moves like Follow Me, Yawn, even Helping Hand. So, if you can fit Protect on your Togekiss moves, like, you can really catch players off guard often. So, Dynamax Escavalier comes out, which is kind of cool to see. It's a Pokemon that I like. It's a Pokemon that my brother actually won the World Championships with in 2013. But no Protect on Togekiss, which means even if it is Berry, we should just get the knockout with Max Steel Spike, which also gives us a defense boost. Okay. Oh, I didn't click Tailwind this game yet, did I? I just realized. That's fine. He gets a double crit there, so it's the Scope Lens set, but we'll knock out Togekiss here and get another defense boost. And like I said, more importantly, what's Dynamax Escavalier going to do against a Rotom? I don't think very much. Plus, we have Sylveon for Yawn in the back. I think we're in a really good spot. Mainly because my opponent just kind of led passively. It's actually going to be Max Quick coming out here. So, going to give the defense boost here. Or special defense boost. But look how little damage we take after the Max Steel Spikes and the... or just the Max Steel Spikes, yeah. We take so little damage there. So, Dynamax ends on our turn now, but... Even Body Press does a lot of damage now, especially with Lapras coming in. Although, I actually don't know what does more, like Fake Tears, Body Press. Sorry, not Fake Tears, Body Press. Like Moonblast Body Press or like Fake Tears Thunderbolt. Let's see. So we're at +2 defense. This is at +1 special defense. We're at +2 defense. No Tailwind is up. I think I'll set up a Tailwind just to be sure we're faster. Actually, I think Rotom and Sylveon should outspeed naturally, to be honest. Yeah, I think I'm actually fine just Fake Tearsing Lapras. Or actually maybe Fake Tearsing Escavalier just so it's definitely an overheat KO range. Let's see, can we get double knocked out here? I'm not sure we can. I think I'll Tailwind just to be safe here. And Body Press Lapras. Yeah. Well, Lapras actually has Protect. Now that's something I honestly wasn't expecting to see. But this means that the Escavalier only knocks out one Pokemon. If you go for the Max Quake onto Duraludon, we can just lower your special defense again with the Fake Tears. Even if you're Assault Vest, Overheat should just KO that. Good Max Steel Spike there. Okay. But, like I said, now we get a free switch in. And I think it's fine to just bring out Sylveon here and click Hyper Voice. Body Press. Maybe Rotom is better. No, actually, the thing is, if we lose Rotom, we lose the game against Escavalier, probably. So I think Sylveon's probably the safer bet. I actually like Protecting here. I mean, I wonder if Hyper Voice and Body Press knocks out Lapras. Maybe Rotom was a fine Pokemon to bring in, too. Like, I think Rotom just wins this endgame for us still anyway. See, this is only has a defense boost. I'm just gonna Yawn Escavalier and Body Press Lapras. Yeah, I don't think you can knock out both Pokemon here. Unless it's a weakness policy Lapras, I guess. Maybe Body Press and Hyper Voice. Nah, that wouldn't have gotten the knockout, so yeah. Okay. Worst case is what? Max Steel Spike and Freeze Dry into Duraludon, but even then is fine. The Freeze Dry actually goes down into Duraludon, so that's even better. It is Max Steel Spike. Yeah, this is fine. So, like, Dynamax ends now. Escavalier is actually going to fall asleep after this turn anyway. So I can just protect to be safe on Sylveon. I just wanted to make sure I checked Escavalier, stalled out the Dynamax. Could be Aqua Berry as well, I guess. But I don't think this has a way to beat Rotom now. So we can just bring out Rotom. He's at +2 defense, +1 special defense. He's falling asleep after this turn. Dynamax end. I mean, I don't know if Thunderbolt knocks out Lapras, to be honest. I think I'm just going to double up onto that slot. It could protect, but if it does, it's not the end of the world because the Escavalier only knocks out Duraludon. No protect, which is good. It's actually Whack and Berry. Okay, interesting. But I don't know if this plus Body Press gets the knockout now. Let's see. It's going to be close. I guess I should have played around that Berry specifically. Huh. Alright, we get the knockout. Nice. Escavalier falls asleep after this turn. I don't think he has a way to really knock out Rotom. I guess he could go for... yeah, close combat. I mean, that's fine. So, yeah, interesting to see Dynamax Escavalier. I don't think I played this endgame super well, to be honest. The game should have been over once I had Duraludon, Rotom, and Sylveon, but I think my opponent had some slight outs here. But now it just falls asleep. So, I think 2 Thunderbolts might just get it anyway. Let's just go for that, especially because that's a Spadef drop from close combat. I want to say it's Assault Vest Excadrill, honestly. Oh, that's definitely AV, yeah. Takes that really well. Alright, maybe it's better to just click Overheat then. I was thinking 2 Thunderbolts would knock you out, but now I'm confident it's Assault Vested. Which is why I should have maybe just been clicking Overheat earlier. But because I figured it was AV, I wanted to at least stall out the Dynamax, so then I could just click Overheat and win. So, it's probably more optimal to just click Overheat a bunch of times there. Could have been awkward if the Milotic does, or sorry, the Lapras protects there, and then you knock out my... Duraludon. So I actually think I played this endgame really poorly. We can actually see the team, I'm curious. Yeah, Wackenberry, Razor Claw. I guess if my opponent doesn't also double crit me earlier on, things are a little easier in this matchup. Charm, Wikiberry, yep, AV. You didn't have a way to beat Rotom here other than close combat. But like I said, if you protect the Lapras, the Escavalier knocks out the Duraludon, then it's 2-on-1, and then you have Water-type attacks to deal with my Rotom. I think Rotom probably still wins that, to be honest, because another Thunderbolt will knock out Lapras. It's not like a single Water-type attack from Lapras will knock me out, and the Escavalier doesn't have a way to touch me, which is why, once again, I wanted to like bring out Rotom in the endgame rather than in beginning, because I knew I had a pretty good matchup with full HP and Citrus Berry against both of my opponent's Pokemon. Alright, next game here. Inteleon, Grimmsnarl. There's the Dhelmise, which I think is really interesting. Let's see, Sylveon looks good here. Might want to bring that. Conkeldurr is decent. I don't want to default to just win Duraludon every time. But it doesn't seem too bad here either. We got Dracovish once again, so I have to deal with Intimidate, Rotom, Dhelmise, which resists me, Togekiss, which can follow me, and Grimmsnarl, so maybe not the best idea to bring that into this matchup. I gotta play around Grimmsnarl and Inteleon. That's, you know, normally a pretty common lead with teams like this. I still think Whimsicott Duraludon is fine here. Yeah. Mainly because we also have Max Lightning. For the back, I'm thinking Sylveon Conkeldurr. Actually, why Conkeldurr? Conkeldurr doesn't seem that great here, does it? Yeah, maybe we don't bring Conkeldurr. It's so weak and frail. Not frail, but slow. So then it's between Rotom and Dracovish. I mean, Rotom is so weak to the 2 water types. Dracovish at least gets the speed jump on things. As weird as it seems, I'm going to bring Dracovish. Also because this team has a Dracovish and I want to feature it. And I actually think, despite all those things I listed before going into this matchup, I still think it could make some sense. So, let's see how this plays out. The main thing about Dracovish is, if you have Tailwind, like Fish's Rend against non-Dynamax Pokemon just still does so much damage. It's kind of disgusting. So, it's going to be, it looks like Grimmsnarl and Inteleon. Okay, that's actually kind of what I was hoping to see, to be honest. So, this is a pretty free turn one. Okay, the only thing I'm worried about here is Fake Tears and just Max Ice into Duraludon immediately. But I think I'm gonna just protect. Normally in these situations, you fake out, you double up on a Whimsicott. So us having protect here is huge, right? And I kind of want to Dynamax and actually just knock out the Grimmsnarl first, mainly because I have to worry about Thunder Wave and Fake Tears support from that. So in this position, you know, a lot of Inteleons carry Air Slash or an Ice-type attack, and so many Whimsicotts don't carry Protect, so most often the Grimmsnarl Inteleon player will just double up into Whimsicott. But if my opponent's actually expecting the Protect here and knows about the team, then you could obviously read into that, go for Fake Tears, and some attack into the Duraludon. Even with Assault Vest, we're not gonna take that very well. But if you're not Babiri, like, we probably still knock out the Grimmsnarl, and so that trade to me is still worth it, because then we can just Tailwind Max Lightning the following turn. So I think because we hit the Assault Vest, I feel decently confident about this play, but we'll see if it's a double up in a Whimsicott, that puts us in a phenomenal position. So that's what I'm hoping for. Alright, let's see what my opponent goes for. So it's going to be Protect. Show me Fake Out, Max Airstream, and a Whimsicott. That would be beautiful. Nice. Even if it's not Max Airstream. I mean, Max Ice would be better for us here, but... Oh my god. What? Alright, so that's from Mud Bomb. And I know some Inteleons actually tech that in for a scenario like this, but... wow, I can't believe that. That was a safer play by my opponent's end too then. But yeah, if you actually doubled up into Duraludon with Fake Tears, that could have gotten really ugly. I wonder if Max Steel Spike... I don't think it knocks out now, does it? No, it still does. Okay. I'll take that then. Oh, it's Focus Sashed. That did just over half. I don't have a switch into Mud Bomb. What I'm worried about is Thunder Wave. And Mud Bomb. Wow. That's the one thing I didn't consider. Yoinks. This surely has Thunder Wave. You always run Fake Out Thunder Wave, Fake Tears here. So there's not much point in Tailwinding. I think it's actually better to just save a turn of Tailwind and knock out the Grimmsnarl here. I'm going to Fake Tears it. And if for some reason my opponent lets me get an attack off Max Lightning. But the fact it's Sash here is so annoying too. Oh, it's Scary Face too. Okay, that also works. That's a tech we actually saw recently. So we'll trade Grimmsnarl, but Inteleon will be at +2 special defense, which obviously is not ideal. That was like the worst case scenario. The fact that it had Focus Sash and Mud Bomb. So my way around that is by maybe targeting the Inteleon on the first turn. I don't think Max Lightning there is great either. I still don't think I would change how I played this, but if in a best of 3, maybe I would change how I lead. That's cool though. Really good tech. Okay. So we can get Tailwind up this next turn. I think I'll just save Dracovish for the endgame, because Scarf Dracovish, now that Grimmsnarl's out the way, can just click Fish's Run against everything. Arcanine, okay. Yeah. I think Dracovish could win this game alone for us, so that's what we're setting ourselves up for. So I think we'll Tailwind here. Yawn here is actually interesting. We could also just protect Sylveon. Kind of like protecting here, honestly. Because I mean, you can Snarl here. Just worried about like Hydro Cannon, Max Geyser, and a Sylveon. But who am I worried about in the back that Dracovish loses to? I'm not really sure there's much. I think I'm actually just going to go on the offense here and Tailwind and Hyper Voice. I guess we don't really need chip damage, do we? Because like Dracovish should one-shot things. So I think it's better to protect Sylveon there. But I wouldn't mind a free switching into the Dracovish, to be honest. He's going to Max Airstream, alright. I'm hoping it's just Max Airstream and Snarl. That would be ideal. Because if you go for that, you give me the free switching into Dracovish. Maybe Yanni and Inteleon would have been better. Yeah. Snarl? Okay. That works for me. Okay, so we got Scarf Dracovish under Tailwind now, which is obviously a great time to have Dracovish out. This Inteleon, I doubt is Protect. If it has Max Airstream and Mud Bomb, I guess you could be running water and then protect and no ice. But I'm leaning towards Vicious Rend. Oh, obviously I'm clicking Vicious Rend. It's just into who. He's at +1 speed, +2 speed def. I mean, how much will an Inteleon do to us here? I'm thinking of just Vicious Rending the Arcanine because I don't want to get burnt. The other place is Vicious Rend and Yawn. I don't know what my opponent's last one is, but maybe Sylveon and Dracovish can win even if we get burnt. Yeah, because we have Yawn, I think I'm actually going to try to Rend the Inteleon and Yawn Arcanine. And I think Arcanine's more likely to carry Protect here, but neither Protect, okay. Okay, so Inteleon's gone. Arcanine's going to get put to sleep after this turn. Oh, he's actually burn-upping. Well, that's kind of cool. You get rid of the fire typing, but I don't think it makes that much of a difference. I think I'd rather take that because that means I don't get to... Like, Dracovish is still just out and doing so much damage. I don't care about you getting rid of the fire type because I should still outspeed and KO. Alright, so that's one KO for the fish. What is that, Dhelmise? That's the last one. Alright, that makes this interesting. I think it's fine just to click Vicious Rend. I still don't want to get burnt, so let's knock out Arcanine. And let's go for Yawn onto Dhelmise. I think Dracovish can pull this off. Alright, so this should just be another knockout. Beautiful. And we should put Dhelmise to sleep. I'm not sure Dhelmise can one-hit KO either Pokemon, to be honest. So that's why Yawn on the Sylveon is so cool. So I'm glad I get to feature both the Sylveon and the Dracovish a bit here. It's just going to Anchor Shot, which has one of the sickest animations in this game. So we'll KO us. Maybe I should have protected Sylveon there. I think trading for that Yawn is worth it. Alright, let's see how much Vicious Rend does. I would think like 35%. So he's going to get put to sleep here, so if you can't knock us out... Oh, that does so much. Oh, he's just Power Whipping. That shouldn't KO the Dracovish, unless it crits. That was actually really close for comfort. But yeah, another Vicious Rend will get the knockout. Nice. Alright. Yeah, this was Dracovish just doing Dracovish things. That's why when I was selecting in Team Preview, I was like, I think this could still be good, despite my opponent having Intimidate and 3 Pokemon that resist it. As you see, Dracovish doesn't really care about the resistances because if it's not Dynamax, it's two-shotting everything. So, Vicious Rend is a beast. Yeah, so pretty happy about how that played out, ultimately. But you saw some of the cool stuff from Inteleon there. Yeah, honestly, if I'm in my opponent's shoes there and I see Whimsicott Duraludon, I think it's actually always optimal to just go for Fake Tears and Max Quake if you have the Max Quake. Max Quake isn't the most common thing on Inteleon because of the fact that, you know, the base attack you're basing it off of is super weak. But works in scenarios like that specifically. But that gives us time for a third match, so let's just get into it. Pretty standard stuff for the most part. Sableye is the one thing that really stands out here. Tyranitar Excadrill is never super fun to play against, but I think this team is a good matchup against it. I just need to play better. Because Togekiss Excadrill is always a scary duo. I think the approach, though, is to go Whimsicott Duraludon, knock out Togekiss with Fake Tears, Max Steel Spike turn 1, and that paves the way for Conkeldurr. And I think Conkeldurr is a must-bring in this matchup in the back. So I think I'm going to go Whimsicott Duraludon as a lead, Conkeldurr in the back, and the question is always who do I want as the fourth? I think Dracovish is compelling because if we set up Tailwind, then Vicious Rend. Yeah, we can get priority burn here, though. Maybe Rotom is better. It does hit Excadrill, Togekiss, Rotom, and Milotic for super effective. I really want to bring the fish here, though. I don't think Sylveon's great. So we're doing Rotom and Dracovish. I think maybe Rotom's a little bit more consistent here. I don't know, though. I mean, if we set up Tailwind, Scarf Dracovish, it outspeeds everything. I'm just going to bring Dracovish. It proved itself in the last game, and I'll give it one more chance. This probably isn't the best game for it, but I said that in the last one. Although I think this time I do mean it a little bit more. Yeah, I was really surprised not to see the Will-O-Wisp come out from the Arcanine, but I think we probably had that endgame anyway. Even if you burn us, I think Vicious Rend still KOs the Arcanine, and then we can put the Dhelmise to sleep with Yawn without the chip damage. I don't think you knock out Sylveon with Anchor Shot. Sableye and Excadrill. Okay. It's not bad. Question is, do I predict the fake out Max Steel into Whimsicott and protect here? I think I do. And I'll Dynamax and Max Form win the Sableye. Because if we knock out Sableye, set up Tailwind, then the Dracovish I brought actually matches up well against Excadrill. So we are going to see a Dynamax, which is good too. So I'm hoping it's Fake Out Max Steel Spike. Like, once again, you see the utility of Protect. So many people run Fake Out users now. So by protecting Fake Out, obviously super helpful. The goal right now is to knock out Sableye, because I think that's actually the biggest threat to Dracovish with priority Will-O-Wisp and Quash. We'll get an attack decrease here as well, and I don't really care if Excadrill gets a defense boost or two for now. Yeah. Especially because we're going to get rid of its attack with Max Wormwind. Now, Max Steel Spike could be worth it on our Duraludon to increase our defense, to increase body press damage, but in this position, I'd rather decrease the attack, I think. So let's see if we see a Fake Out from the Sableye and a Whimsicott. Nice. It's so satisfying protecting in front of a Fake Out, and like so many players will go for that play. It's a Max Wake though, man. Once again, people don't double up into Whimsicott, which strikes me as really odd, quite frankly. Because now you give me the speed control. But I guess these players have been playing this way so that they get something out of the turn, and it covers for Whimsicott having Protect. So it totally makes sense. Just kind of weird to see. Like, I'm always kind of surprised by it. Another Max Wormwind will knock out the Sableye. So here, one play my opponent can go for is Quash into the Duraludon and Max Quake it. First one did 210. I think it's pretty much a roll on whether it knocks us out here or not. I'm expecting the Quash, so I'm not even going to Tailwind this turn, I think. Just going to Moonblast and Max Wormwind. Yeah. Yep, there it is. So we get an extra turn of Tailwind by doing this, basically. It's Roselli Berry. Does this KO? I really hope it does. If not, I'm going to be sad. Feel like it should, right? Okay, good. I was worried about like max HP Spadef Roselli. It was a crit, but I don't think that mattered. Be surprised if it did. Alright, does your Max Quick knockout at -1 attack? Let's see. Moment of truth. I think if we survive there, we're in such a good position because then we get Tailwind up on the third turn. Oh, that was a crit on my end. Both of these potentially crits that could have mattered. Hard to say for sure. Okay. We bring out the fish immediately here? Doesn't seem like a bad time to. Yeah, because he doesn't have any defense boost. We can just Tailwind Fish's Rend. I'm expecting Tyranitar. What is that? That's not what we want to see. That is going to be a problem. I'm already naturally faster here, I guess. So I don't even need a Tailwind, do I? You probably follow me, right? So the question is, does Moonblast and Fish's Rend KO? I guess if, like, Conkeldurr should win against Excadrill. If we knock out Togekiss, actually, I think we win the game. Theoretically. So, I'm actually content just Moonblasting and Fish's Rending Togekiss. It's probably going to follow me. Kind of has to, I think, but that's fine. Oh, he doesn't go for follow me. This guy's a madman. Oh my, that's still almost just KOs. Wow. Dracovish is so strong. Okay. We take those. We definitely take those. Because now, we paved the way for Conkeldurr, basically, right? It's great to see Max Steel Spike come out here, too. So we can just Tailwind next turn and click Fish's Rend. In fact, that play makes a lot of sense for my opponent's end, because you want to click Dazzling Gleam there, and if I double up into Excadrill, you Dazzling Gleam, and if it's, like, crit offensive Togekiss, which I think it might be, and you crit the Dazzling Gleam onto Dracovish, then I'm in a really tough spot, I think. And it's Tyranitar. Yeah, I think Conkeldurr wins now. Oh, let's go. So I think here I'm content just clicking Tailwind with Whimsicott. You can see this is why I've also conserved my Tailwind. The times I didn't go for it, I felt like it was just better to attack because we were faster anyway. My opponent, of course, could have switched out Togekiss into the Tyranitar there, but I wasn't too worried about that. So I'm just going to Tailwind and think Fish's Rending Tyranitar. Excadrill's sashed. Conkeldurr should win 1v1 against that, though, so I'm going to target Tyranitar. Excadrill shouldn't be able to knock out the Fish. Conkeldurr should win 2v1 here anyway. So yeah, if Fish's Rended Excadrill, that would have just locked up the game. But this is still fine. Unless you crit me, I guess, but I think Conkeldurr should still be able to win. Earthquake shouldn't knock us out here. Yeah. That does nothing. That does so little damage. What? Dracovish is surprisingly bulky. So yeah, now even if you crit Earthquake, I don't think that KOs. I mean, we can just bring out Conkeldurr, Drain Punch, the Tyranitar, and Vicious Rend. Oh, there's a bird right outside my window. It scared me. I don't want to Mach Punch in case it's weakness policy. I doubt it is, but I want to play around that. Even if my opponent double protects Tyranitar and gets the crit, we still win, I think. You just don't beat Conkeldurr with Tyranitar Excadrill, which is, like I said, why I wanted to prioritize knocking out Togekiss. So I think we should be good here. Yeah, the power of the fish comes through. I think Dracovish is honestly, like, still a really strong Pokemon. It just, like, needs to be utilized correctly, and this team does a really good job of leaving it in the back. You know, when Dracovish first came out, I think a lot of players just tend to lead with it immediately, try to do a lot of damage, and if you can conserve a Dracovish for a late game, like, it can really, really just sweep through, as we've seen. So, yeah, I think we're in an excellent spot now, and yeah, my opponent just forfeits. I don't think there's any way for my opponent to win there. Even if you get the double protect off and you knock out Dracovish with a crit, Conkeldurr gets the Drain Punch off against Excadrill. I guess you could get multiple. I mean, then you would have to get multiple protects, and it would be a 2-on-1 with Conkeldurr. But Burnt Mach Punch should just get the one-hit KO on either Pokemon. So then we just Mach Punch Tyranitar or Conkeldurr, or sorry, Excadrill, and just win the game. But yeah, we get a couple of nice wins with this team. You can see why I was able to win the International Championships. Love that we were able to use Dracovish and Sylveon as much as we did today as well. So yeah, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. It is really good to be back. Thank you as always for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Go check out Marco, our new Oceania International Champion, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, peace.